Well, hey guys, what's going on? It's Steph here. I hope you've been well. I know I have, and it's time for another metal detecting, relic hunting adventure. So here we are. We have finally wandered into the hub of the fur trading post / early homestead dating somewhere between the late 1600s and early 1800s, which produced plenty of coinage, silver, oddball finds, and everything in between. What you're about to see today, and in subsequent weeks after this one, will paint a picture of just how special this place really is. Today's video marks my favorite hunt and possibly the best hunt of the year so far. And it's only going to get better in weeks to come. So if you enjoyed today's video, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss a thing in the future. And believe me, you will not want to miss anything. Not to mention, subscribing really helps this channel grow. It means a lot to me and it encourages me to keep making these videos for you. Oh, and a quick reminder before we get started, if you're still thinking about getting a Minelab Manticore, hit me up at stefdigs@gmail.com. Reach out to me on Facebook, Instagram, wherever, and get on my pre-order list. The list is getting pretty long, and I want to be able to take care of you if you would like to purchase one of those from me. We still don't have an ETA on the release date, but I have to imagine it's going to be sometime this holiday season or very early 2023. So do not hesitate, hit me up, and without wasting any more time, let's hop in. This might be a beer can, but wow. It's throwing a really nice signal. Sounds kind of big, but it might just be shallow. We'll see. It was way down there, about 8 to 10 inches at the very bottom, and I just flung it out. Seems to be a big piece of brass of some kind, so I figured we would try to ID that together if we can. Huh. Definitely been mangled around quite a bit. I honestly don't know. Yeah, so it looks like this used to like wing out, like that side, if that makes any sense. So this would have been like an upside down T. And a hole right there. I've got no idea. Looks like screw holes or nail holes on these sides too. Threw a beautiful signal though. Well, 2 good targets in like 2 minutes. Got a 12 signal. Right at the bottom of the hole, I think I see a button. I'm assuming that's what it is. Flat, round, and thin. Yep, that's what that's going to be. And the shank is, I think, just smushed over there. But very nice. We'll keep looking. Sometimes it pays to, walk to a site instead of being a lazy person like myself and driving straight into it. Because Nick found an untouched patch of land in just a small area right off of a trail getting here. Penny. That's cool though. Actually, can you move this way a little bit? I want to see in the light. Yeah. Really nice little Conestoga bell there. That'll clean up beautifully. I have one that's a little bit smaller than this. That's really cool. Love that. Then we have a thimble, a little musket ball, and of course an ox knob. But good targets in a very short amount of time. So.
Yes, it was.
Yep. And with that many good targets in just a few minutes, you can probably guess what we did. Yeah, we beelined it over to the area where Nick found those targets. And thus begins my favorite hunt of the year. Well, up until this point, at least. Let's go. In a new field now. And I'm finding a lot of clad and, shallow clad, but the coins are like 20 years old and it seems pretty clear they've been in situ for a while. Like some people I know, I'm not going to name names, throw clad out when they're out detecting. So I don't think anyone's been here in a while, at least not with newer technology, because I just got a belter of a signal. 1416, thought it was going to be yet another shotgun shell. I think I know what it is. And if it's what I think it is, I'm going to be really happy. I think this is a 1700s bale seal. Most of the ones we dig are not nearly that old. This looks ancient, whatever it is. Whoa. I'm going to brush that off and come back. It really looks like there's writing along the edge or something. And yeah, I want to be careful with that. It's wicked cool already, whatever it is. Don't you just love it when you find something really cool and then it's even cooler than you thought? You guys, this is a lead counterfeit large cent. look at the bun right there. This is a braided hair. That's the obverse. And the reason I know it's a counterfeit instead of part of a lead mold is because it's facing the correct way and everything. Here's the other side. You can see the wreath and then part of United States. This is like one of the coolest things I've dug this year. And look at this little thing here. Maybe it kind of gives us insight, as to how they were crafting all of these counterfeit coins. A lot of counterfeit coinage circulated the colonies and then, the early U.S. as well, obviously. This is like an 1839 to 1854 large cent, or counterfeit large cent anyway. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. That is so cool. And I wonder if it was used anyway, even with this little thingy right here. I don't know how the heck someone would possibly try to use this, but, is legal tender. But there's a hole through it, which people would often do to keep their coins on clothing, or they'd string them all together and wear them. Yeah, that's the coolest thing I've dug in a long time. That's amazing. That's the stuff I'm after. This has such a story. It was so unacceptable to be counterfeiting coins. You'd certainly go to prison for that back then. So someone was desperate, and I came along and found this 170 years later or something. That's crazy. Yep, I know. I'm still marveling at this thing. It's actually a little bit different than I thought. I just kind of wet it with some nose grease, and of course now the sun's gone away, so you can't even see it. But the bust is actually that of a matron head large cent. So that's going to be 1816 to 1839. That is amazing. I love this piece. Like, for real, I just can't get over it. I haven't moved from this spot in about 10 minutes. Just staring at this thing. Now, here comes the sun a little bit. Is it going to help? Kind of came and went, but you can see the back of the bust there where her hair is down behind her neck. A little bit, sort of. I can, anyway. It's just so cool. It's so cool. I know, I'm spending a lot of time on this piece, but as I mentioned, it's one of the coolest things I've found all year, so stick with me for just a minute, because I do have a theory on what this piece really is. In retrospect, we now know that we were on a fur trading site, or at least a site that saw a lot of Native American activity in the 1600s and 1700s. So knowing that, I actually think this might be a piece of trade lead. If you peruse some books on the subject of fur trading, you'll see very similar examples with a smooth edge about the size of a large cent and a round hole in the center. Unfortunately though, they're just referred to as trade lead pieces, and we don't really know what other purposes they could have served. I guess it's kind of a form of currency, just like a lot of trade items are. That's the whole idea, right? So anyway, that's my theory with this particular piece. I don't think that it was a counterfeit coin, even though somebody clearly used a counterfeit matron head large cent mold. Because think about it. How far could you really circulate a coin that still had the casting sprue attached? Don't think that would have worked out very well. It certainly wouldn't have fooled me. So that's my conclusion on this. Given the context of the site, we're gonna call it trade lead. On with the show. Okay, now I'm getting pretty excited. This is where I dug out the counterfeit. There could very well be another one right there. So if I have a spill of counterfeit largies, that's my favorite find this year, probably, I think. It's so fun. Well, I don't think it's a spill, unfortunately, because this is what was throwing the signal 10 inches down. Don't know what it is, some kind of brass. I know I say it all the time, but it really might be some more kettle brass. I don't know. It actually does look like a kettle rim. I think that's exactly what that is. Huh. Interesting. So what the hell is this and a counterfeit large cent doing 2 inches from each other? Then again, this was quite a lot deeper, but makes you wonder. Hi. Who loves Nick's shirt? I love Nick's shirt so much. We were in a Newberry Comics one day. I saw that behind the counter. I'm like, oh my God, can you please buy that and wear that? Because they didn't have it in my size. Sorry, sidetracked. What have you got? Pewter spoon handle. Whew, that's going to be old. Possibly some good lead content in there because it's very heavy. Huh. Cool. Have you found anything else, or?
That's it.
All right. And I got to show you something. Here. It's in the middle slot. Careful with it. Can you see what it is? It's a counterfeit large scent. Isn't that cool with like the little nub on the side too? Like I don't even, you know, and it's hold as if it was used. You know, but it's like, wow, what the hell were you going to do with that little nub on the side? Were you planning to try to circulate it that way?
Is that lead though?
Yeah, it's lead.
Oh, weird.
I've always wanted one. I do have one lead counterfeit, but it's not, you know, nice white patina like that. And it's no denying what it is. It's a matron head large scent.
Well, there you go. You were just saying you needed something good.
Yeah, I do. I've been in a bit of a dry spell. Just a bit. Doesn't look like it from the videos, guys. But I don't film every time I go out because sometimes I find nothing. But yeah, that makes my day. That is wicked cool. Got a screaming signal right here. Pretty shallow, so maybe it's clad, but I wanted to get that on video just in case it's something good. Well, I've got a copper in the hole, so I'm really excited and I'm having a good day. And what did you find? Sorry, there were a silhouette.
Another handle.
A handle?
Another one.
What do you mean another one? You found one like this before?
No, the pewter handle.
Oh, I don't know if this is a handle to something. I think it's a lead ingot for something. Like they may have broke off pieces to pour into buckyball molds. I don't know what I'm talking about right now. Too excited, but I will look at that more later. Cool. I hope you get over a coin. No. And let's see what this is. I'm gonna go straight in. Hope it's in decent condition. It looks like it might be.
Oh, big.
Come on. I've got like 3 slick coppers this year and only a couple of that are in decent shape. Give me a little something. There's got to be something on this. I'm going to let it dry out for a few minutes and I'll come back. Well, this one's rough, guys, and I highly doubt it's going to clean up well, but I got it wet and I can just kind of see the slope of the bottom of Lady Liberty on a draped bust large scent. I think that's what this is, but to be honest with you, I thought it was a Fujio 5 minutes ago, and I got to stop screwing around and staring at this. But yeah, nice big thick coin. I mean, maybe it's a Liberty cap, but nah, it's got to be a draped bust. It would have rung higher if it was a Liberty cap. Oh, well, that's good. 2 coppers on the day, because you know what? In my book, counterfeit coppers still count as coppers for the year. So this is number 6 and 7. Good field so far. Got another banging signal. It was only about a 14, 15, but it was deep. It was a good 6 or 7 inches in the sidewall over there. Plucked it out. I'm assuming it's a button. Yeah, I can feel it. Wow, that's a big fat button. Do we have anything on the front? Whoa, looks like it's silver washed or something, but it could be tomback. Let me get back to you on that one. And the verdict is tomback button. It does not have a design on it, I don't think. I just scratched off a lot of the dirt. I thought it was lead at first, and then I was like, oh, I better be careful in case it's a, you know, Continental USA Rev War button. Anyway, Continental Army Rev War USA. I'm all mixed up. I haven't been on a site this decent in a little while. So, good day. Well, sorry I didn't totally live dig this, but it was a really mixed, iffy signal. It's cleared up since I have opened it up. I don't think I'm quite over the right spot, but you get the idea. Well, I worked down to it, almost a foot in the ground. And I see it in the sidewall there, whatever this is. So I figured we'd try to get it together. It does look like a coin. It looks like a coin. Trying to be careful. Hang on a minute. Oh gosh, I don't really want to scratch it. You know what? Let me get that and I'll come right back. Well, just a button. The back mark is really cool though. And that actually matches the back mark of my War of 1812 Infantry Officers button. So I gotta assume this is made right around the same time, early 1800s. I don't see anything on the front, but if something comes through, obviously I'll let you know. Well, I got a mid-tone like 14, 15, and another good target, another old one. This is a treat for me today. I believe this is part of an escutcheon plate for a piece of furniture. Probably colonial era or maybe early 1800s, because that would kind of fit the narrative of everything else we're finding. So very cool. I'll take that and we'll keep moving. Man, some of these targets are just so easy. Got a screaming 1819, and it's exactly what you would expect, or what I would expect anyway. It's a musket ball, at least I think. Yep. Ooh, it's seen better days. Hit something pretty hard and probably got bounced around in this field for a while. I think this used to be a cornfield. Not entirely sure, but hey, that's cool. Why stop now while we're ahead? It almost looks like this has been carved or something, but I don't think that was a practice on musket balls. I could be wrong. You tell me if I'm wrong. Anywho, we'll keep going. And just like that, 1718 signal. Got a button. Big button too. Nice dandy. I think. Yep, shank is broken off. And what do we have on this side? Anything fun? An eagle, perhaps? That'd be pretty cool. You know what? It does seem to have some kind of pattern, so let me brush that off. I'll come back. Well, I brushed it off as best I could. It's kind of tough to see because it's overcast right now, but you can see that there is some kind of edge design there. I don't think there's anything in the center to speak of. And like I showed you, no shank. But I think a brass brush will do wonders on this. And if you haven't watched my channel before, or you're not that familiar with my videos otherwise, I generally use a brass bristle brush on these under running water with some soap. Scrub the ever-loving hell out of them, and they come out pretty good. So that's what I'm going to do when I get home. And yeah, hopefully that comes out nice. Awesome find. Well, I'm going to have to call it a day soon, even though this place is producing like crazy. Got a 19 signal. It's about 6 or 7 inches down there. And woo, let me block the wind. We have a saddle strap guide. I am going to brush that off. There might be some ornamentation along the edge. I think that there is. And I may actually have a match to this at home. So I'll be right back. Yep, there it is. That's a beautiful one. That's definitely colonial, I would have to say. So basically, this is just, you know, a plate. And through these two holes, there would be kind of an upside-down square U. I'm explaining this poorly. And a leather strap would go through that. So that's old horse tack. And, hey, let's go look at it next to my match. Well, there's the one you just saw come out of the ground. And there's one I found last year. They are absolutely identical. You have to wonder if it came off of the same harness. That is super cool. Both colonial, both awesome pieces to display. Just thought that was cool, so I wanted to show you. All right, back at it. This really is the perfect day. It's just the perfect day. I'm having so much fun out here. Got like a really loud 1718 on the Equinox, and it's not very deep. Oh, I hope it's complete. I see a tiny crotal bell, I believe. Yep, and it's complete. Oh, yeah, oh my God, that's gonna ring again. Oh, it probably has a maker's mark on the bottom so I can get an exact date. Oh, what a spectacular day. This was a huge signal too, so I have to wonder if there's more down there. I'm certainly gonna check. Oh, that's awesome. I'll show this to you all cleaned up. Try and tell me that's not the cutest little crotal bell you've ever seen. Ah, it's adorable. I did recheck the area for other crotal bells and I didn't hear any, so this must have just been shallow, and I guess that's why it was sounding so big. Can't quite make out what's on the base of the petals yet, but usually there's either a size or a maker's mark or both there, and that should help me to date it if there is a maker's mark. So, in the meantime though, let's go see if she jingles. I'm sure she does. You know it's gonna jingle. Ah, that's a beautiful sound. Absolutely love this bell. I could do that all day. I might attach it to one of the animals. We'll see. Well, this thing looks odd. I'm not sure what it is. I'm rang up about a 14 or 16. Pretty far down, good 8 inches at least. Kind of rang up like that counterfeit coin earlier. And it looks like it might be made out of lead as well. So, you know what? I think that actually might be part of an old bridal rosette. Really early one too. It's too bad it's so crumbly around here. The back should be lead. Yep. So this is lead filled. And then it's going to be silver washed on the front. These are like early and mid 1800s. Very cool. I'm not going to bother brushing it off right here. Just because I really got to get moseying on and get out of here. But good find. So many good targets around here. I'm leaving, I swear. Got a 14 signal. Really deep down there, about 8 inches. Just flung it out and I thought it was a piece of aluminum. But it's awfully fancy for that. We might have some really thin silver. Not sure what it is. Let me go spray it off and I will come back. Yeah, you can see with the tarnish. That's definitely silver. Oh, what a day. All right, I'll come right back. Really sorry to start you off here with an extreme close-up, but as you can see, it does say sterling. It's backwards because it should come through on the other side. Let me zoom out. Look at this beautiful little piece. It's extremely thin. It seems somewhat complete. I mean, I have to imagine maybe this was part of a locket, but it's just so thin that I wonder if it's because it got burnt or something. I mean, it looks like it almost got burnt. Is that the same design on both sides? Let me see. Yeah, just convex version of it. Huh. I'll check the immediate vicinity and see if I can find more of this, but again, what a day. I just can't stress it. What a day. Naturally, the moment I stop filming, I need to turn this back on. There's a little hole there and a little hole right there. You can see my other finger through it. I don't know if it's like part of a bracelet or something. I don't know. I'll get back to you guys on that one. If I can get anything off of this at all, you'll be the first to see it. Well, like I said at the beginning of the video, this place is awesome. It was such a fantastic day. It truly was a perfect day of metal detecting, and it is not one that I will soon forget. So I really hope you enjoyed the video, guys, especially because we're gonna be going back here a few times, and some of the finds are out of this world. I can't wait to share that footage with you, but of course, it's gonna have to wait until next time. So we will see you next week.